so good and we're growing too. Shout it out to everybody. Young living is the key. This is our chance. This is our moment. This is our time to make a shift. Young living for a better life. Make a shift. Young living for a better world. Make a shift. Young living naturally. This is our chance. This is our moment. This is your chance. This is your moment. This is your time to make a shift. Young living for a better life. Make a shift. Young living for a better world. Make a shift. Young living naturally. Got to make a shift. Young living for a better life. Make a shift. Young living for a better world. Make a shift. Young living naturally.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome for tonight's Let's Prank Call. I am your host, Gavin, and for everybody that actually listened to the song, that is a proudly South African Young Living song, which is called Make a Shift. So I'm pretty sure that you want to add that to your playlist because I mean it's very catchy. It's been a real earworm for myself in the office, for Natalie and a few other young staff members. So I'm hoping everybody enjoyed that song. So before we move on with tonight's call, I would definitely like to move forward with the video that we always want to put out for everybody who doesn't know what Make a Shift is. Okay, so let's go. And that is our theme for the year, which is Make a Shift with Young Living. So the reason why we've chosen the theme Make a Shift is because we're trying to teach the world about ditching out your store-bought conventional products that are so toxic for you and your family and choosing a natural alternative, which is safer for yourself and your family. And this change that you're going to be making, or the shift that you're going to be making, is actually a global shift. So this is helping not only your family, but the planet as well, and using the planet as a product to actually initiate that change. So that is definitely our theme for the year. So I hope everybody is excited for that. And before we move forward again, I would like to put our disclaimer out there for everybody on tonight's call. Remember that the information in this presentation is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Remember that this information is for the South African market only. Okay, so on to the next part of our call. I would like to present the PV promo that we have for the month of January. So for the month of January, we've got really exciting offers. So we've got 20 ER points when you're spending 100 PV on Essential Rewards. If you are on Essential Rewards, remember you're earning those points and you can redeem them in February. Okay, and then if you are spending 120 PV on ER, you're also getting a Thieves hand sanitizer. It's very small but very mighty as well. So you can put this in your purse, and it's also lovely to share with the people around. It's got a very lovely scent as well. And then on quick order at 150 PV, you're getting a KidSense tummy jars. If you are spending 150 PV on ER and 250 PV on quicker, you're getting a grapefruit fill. Then if you're spending 200 PV on Essential Rewards, you're getting a Thieves laundry soap, and you're getting that as well on 350 PV on quick order. Okay. And then if you're spending 250 PV on ER, you're getting a sulfazyme powder, and 350 PV on ER, you're also getting a citrus CBD oil. Remember that on Essential Rewards, if you are spending over 300 PV, you are getting free shipping as part of this promotion. Okay. And then again, we do have promotions available for the month as well as a new launch for January. So we've had this question asked numerous times. Can we get the reed diffuser? Yes. Now you can get the reed diffuser where you can select your own 15 ml essential oil, which is not part of the reed diffuser. It will be sold separately. So you can choose your own 15 ml to add as a part of this. This is available for 260 Rand, and it's got a lovely wooden sticks as well. It is it's a safer way as well. We know we're suffering with load shedding in South Africa. This is also a natural alternative. Uses no electricity at all, so you can put it anywhere. It's got a very elegant niche look. I love the wooden feel of on the neck of the reed diffuser bottle as well. And then also we have the KidSense Kid Power, which is 229 Rand and 50 cents. That is a whopping 10% off. And then also for those sun, I know we've been having on and off weather, but we're having sun in between all of this cloudy days. So you are getting the mineral sunscreen for 399, and that is 10% off. And then the new launch that we have from Jacob and Kate as part of the simplified range is the Tropical Tango Lip Balm. And this is available for 84. And this definitely will keep your lips soft, but also tasting amazing as well. Okay. And on tonight's call, we have three lovely ladies. So I will definitely hand over to Leazle on tonight's call to introduce herself for everybody. So Leazle, do you mind introducing yourself to everybody?
Hi, Gavin. Hi, everybody. So I'm Leazle, also known as Lovely. I'm a single mom of a beautiful daughter. Just a little bit of a background from myself. I am a cybersecurity professional, but with lockdown, I was retrenched, and that's when I then stepped into the teaching industry as a computer science educator at a private school. I always loved essential oils. I normally buy it or bought it back then from store-bought oils, and I always had to physically empty the bottle in order to get that lingering aroma within my home. And when I was introduced to Young Living and the Seed to Seal promise, that's when I actually decided to make that shift. So my Young Living journey started back in August 2022, where I was just a customer. I ordered the kids collection sets, and with lavender being in there, I absolutely loved the oily. And what really stood out for me is that I only had to use 1 or 2 bottles for my entire home to become a lingering haven. I was sold just with that set. So the following month, I jumped on board. I became a business partner, and I enrolled into the Essential Rewards program. And going through the collection of Young Living, I then found my favorite oily, which is geranium bourbon. Now, when you hear the word bourbon, you perhaps think of liquor, but actually this little bottle here, this particular variety of geranium bourbon, or geranium, was cultivated in the Reunion Island, and it was back then known as bourbon. So that's where this name comes from. Now, this little bottle over here has a fresh, lush, floral aroma that's got delicate rosy undertones. Its sweet rose scent makes it a very popular fragrance or choice in aromatherapy, in perfumery, as well as in skincare. It's also known for its balancing properties, and it's often used to promote emotional well-being and to ease your stress. It's also used, like I've mentioned, in skincare and also to get yourself some shiny hair care benefits. Now, I love using geranium bourbon. As you'll notice, I've popped on this little one here, an Aroma Glide. So this is my personal perfume that I use on a daily basis. I pop it in my handbag, I carry it wherever I go, and I roll it on as the day goes by. I also, well, today, even this evening, I've got it diffusing in my home. So it's making my home this refreshing haven at the moment. Gavin, we also know hair is a natural diffuser. So after I've popped a few drops in my hand, after I've inhaled it, I rub the rest of the oilies on my hair to keep myself smelling fresh the entire day. Now, just for a fun fact, this little bottle, or to create geranium bourbon, it uses about 408 kilograms of geranium bourbon flowers, its leaves, and its stems just to create 1 liter of this oily. So we can imagine how amazing this oil is during its production process. Now, Gavin, I've only touched on a few benefits of why I love this versatile oily. We don't have the whole evening to chat about it, to give you more reasons why I feel and I do believe that this little oily deserves to be part of your collection.
Thank you so much for that, Leazle. So that was Leazle on geranium bourbon, which is one of the products that she uses, and she's chosen to speak about and actually put out there for our brand partners. So for those of you that actually want to try a natural perfume like Leazle has said, definitely get your hands on some geranium bourbon. So thank you so much for that, Leazle, and that lovely introduction. I will be moving back over to our lovely Minki. So Minki Heyns is on the call tonight. So Minki, just show yourself out there to everybody, and would you like to introduce everyone to yourself?
Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness, it's amazing to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me to take part in tonight's call. Leazle, thank you so much for that fascinating information. Oh my word, geranium bourbon is one of my favorite oils, and it's also, I also love it as a fragrance, a personal fragrance. So when Gavin phoned me to invite me to take part in the call, I thought, oh my word, we're still on holiday, but what a great way to start the year. I've been missing my Young Living family so much. So I'm all about numbers. Being a life coach, I always have a word that I start my year with. So this year, 2024, and loving numbers, I realized that it adds up to 8. So if you turn 8 on its side, it actually gives you the infinity sign. And it just became a symbol for me for everything in Young Living, that all the endless possibilities that we have with this company. Our theme for this year, make a shift, with our amazing, pristine products, the community, the family, the education, everything that goes with it, it's absolutely amazing. So with our theme for this year, I just quickly want to share my why with you. And I think it goes so well with our theme that I just want to share that very quickly. So the short version is that my journey actually started way before I joined Young Living. In 2006, I lost my dad to stomach cancer, and it was actually the misuse of medication, and not the misuse of medication, that my dad didn't know any better. My dad had a condition that's called restless legs, and he was using ibuprofen, Nurofen, and Voltaren gel on a daily basis. And because of that, the doctors did warn him, but because of that, his stomach became so inflamed, and it ended up being stomach cancer. He had so much life still left in him that it was the most saddest person to lose in my life, way too early. And then 5 years later, my husband passed away from leukemia, and that just really got my mind thinking, what is the role that lifestyle plays in our health and in our family's health? And it got me digging so deep on the food that we eat, the medications that we use, things that we use on our bodies daily in our beauty routines, and also what we use to clean our house with. And I was really shocked to see that there's really horrific stories out there, but then I was looking for the solution. So I was so grateful when a friend shared with me Young Living in 2020, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is really the solution that I've been looking for. I love everything about Young Living. I love, like I said, the community where we actually educate on our products, and that's actually where it starts, with educating on the products, so educating yourself so that you can start making better choices for yourself. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to talk on 5 products, and when Gavin said I could choose on which products I would like to talk about, it's like choosing a favorite child. I have so many favorite products, but then I thought, let me speak about the products that was really our emergency oils that we take on holiday with us. So Gavin, do we speak in a specific order?
Okay, so you can tell me which ones you'd like to speak on, and then I'll put them on screen for everybody.
Okay, great. So I'm going to start with Digest, if that's okay. So Digest is really the oil that I always travel with. To tell you the honest truth, during the holidays, this little oil was standing on my bedside table the whole holiday, because holiday season, I don't know about you, but overindulgence is very much part of my vocabulary during holidays. And every evening you suffer bloatiness and really that a lot of flatulence. It's really that horrible discomfort that you're going through. So Digest is an amazing blend, and this is what I love about Young Living, is that they really take so much care when they make a blend. It sometimes takes them years to develop a new blend, and the singles that are specifically chosen for a blend, you can just really go and look into all of them separately, and you will see how Young Living carefully selected them and blended them together to be a very effective oil. So this is such an effective oil for any digestive support that you might be needing. So it doesn't matter if you've eaten something that really that's not sitting well with you, or you have stomach cramps, an upset tummy, or you are struggling with heartburn or indigestion. IBS is a big one, especially if you're struggling with certain foods that doesn't sit well with you, or maybe then you struggle with IBS. IBS is irritable bowel syndrome, and I really suffered from that a lot. And this was my go-to for my IBS as well. If you struggle with bloatiness, bulging, and even parasites, anything to do with your digestive system, this is your go-to to support it. So what's great about this oil, you can even use it on animals. So if I can just quickly share a story. 2 years ago, we were on holiday with friends of ours during December holidays, and it was on a holiday during high season. And their little Jack Russell, he was still a puppy, he ate something wrong. And the owner was so worried. She said, where are we going to find a vet open on a holiday in Strasbourg? And I said, you know what? I've got an oil for that. Relax. So we took some cooking oil, diluted it well because it was still such a tiny puppy. We added the oil to the top of his ears, on his tummy, and at the bottom of his paws. And within 20 minutes, the dog that didn't want to eat or lift his head was up and playing and just being a Jack Russell. So that's such an awesome story to know that we don't even just touch humans, we can also help animals with our oils. So it's also great for animals to use for parasites. So the ingredients in this oil, if you do have the app, you please go and look at all the single oils that's in this blend. It's tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. So all of these oils, if you look at them separately, you will see that they really support everything that's got to do with indigestion or any tummy issues that you might have. So how you use the oil is actually so easy. So if you are or you want to gag, like you're really feeling nausea and you feel that you are really uncomfortable, you would dilute the oil and you put it onto the throat area. And if you are struggling with your tummy, with any tummy problems, you would put it on the tummy and massage it onto the tummy. I normally put 3 to 4 drops on my tummy, and then I massage it in a clockwise direction. But you can also add, to make it more effective, you can actually also take a hot cloth, and just after applying the oils, just put the hot cloth over your skin, because water and oils do not go well together. So it will actually force the oil to go so much deeper into the skin and reaching your digestive system. So it works so much quicker. Remember, when we talk oils, we always talk about aromatherapy. So what I normally do is, after applying Diagize, I would also apply it to my hands, because the VitaFlex points that we call it is also in the middle of the hand. So you can also, as you apply, just rub your hands slightly and then cover your nose. So to me, it's almost like my go-to bed oil, because the patchouli oil that's in there is really so calming. So just really gets me ready for bed and to get rid of all that discomfort. You can also apply it at the bottom of the feet, almost like in the middle of the feet area, where the VitaFlex points can be found for the digestive system. So I think let's move on. Like Leazle was saying, we can really talk about 1 hour per oil. So it's really hard to keep it short. So let's go on to the next one, which is patchouli, that I just spoke about now, which is in the Diagize blend. The patchouli on its own as a single oil is really a great oil. So I already spoke about how it can help for the digestive system, supporting nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. But what I love to use patchouli with, and that's why I brought it with me on holiday, is that it's absolutely great for the skin. So ladies, take note, it's great for skin tone and great to prevent wrinkles. So I always add this oil to my face serums. And also, this holiday, I made sure to add a bit more to my body cream. We make our own body cream with shea butter and coconut oil and a few other oils. And we add the patchouli to it because it's great for UV protection. So super great to combine that with Young Living sunblock. And what's great about this oil also, great for any dry skin. So if you're struggling with chapped skin, even if it's on the bottom of your feet, while you're walking, everybody walk bare feet during December, it's great to make your own balm and add some patchouli to that. And then also great for hemorrhoids, and something that I was not even aware of, but the moment that I smelled patchouli, I should have got the clue from there. In the beginning, I really didn't like the aroma of patchouli. So it's only when something really works for you that you actually fall in love with it. But inhaling patchouli, it always almost reminds me of soil. So that's why this oil is also a sedative, and it's really calming. So anything that smells like nature, like when you smell soil, it grounds you. So that's why it's such a beautiful calming oil to use also for calmness. But at the same time, because of the aroma, I'm sure it is also why it's a great repellent, insect repellent. So you can diffuse it, or you can put it topically on to get rid of all those insects making a nuisance of themselves. Okay, so our next one. Daisy says it always also reminds her about soil. Yes, absolutely. That is so true, Daisy. So the next one we're going to talk about is one of my husband's favorites, and that is Cool Azul. Such a brilliant product of Young Living. So it's called Cool Azul Sports Gel. So when I met my husband, he was using Voltaren gel on his knees. So can you imagine being a passionate Young Living member, and my husband uses a product that I truly don't like? That's not the safest product. So when Cool Azul came out, I said, let's try this. And my goodness, he absolutely loves this product. If my husband could join Young Living, become a member, and promote our products, this is the #1 product that he would keep on promoting all the time. So it's really such a great vegan-friendly, all plant-based product. And what's great in it, the blends, again, the specific single oils specifically works on muscle damage, on joint pain, gout, rheumatism, muscles, aches, arthritis, tendinitis, inflammation, ligaments, all of the discomfort that you from time to time have to go through, especially if you are doing sports or you're training, or you are you sometimes get inflammation, or you really a hard worker, you physically work hard. This is a really must-have product in your house. So you can actually use it before a workout to actually protect yourself, prevent injury. But at the same time, you can use it after a workout for faster healing. So the oils in there, if I can just quickly mention them, is wintergreen, peppermint, sage, copaiba, oregano, neroli, lavender, blue cypress, and elamine. And if you look a bit deeper, it also has green tea extract in it, which also minimizes muscle damage and oxidative stress, and organic aloe leaf juice, which is very effective in the treatment of joint and muscle pain, support tendons and ligament, and also ligament strain. And it has great inflammatory properties, and it's also analgesic, meaning that it helps for pain relief. So what a great combination of oils. My husband uses this almost every week, sometime every week on his knees. And it's really a great relief for any discomfort. So I'm done with that one. It feels like it's going fast. I hope I'm keeping to the time. The next emergency oil that came with us on holiday is Thieves. Thieves really, I travel with Thieves everywhere I go, because this is really our go-to for really being proactive when it comes to any onset of flu. So you really want to stop it before it really starts. So in our house, this is our #1 oil for any viral infections or any bacterial infections, any infection that rears its ugly head. We are there with Thieves. So again, my husband gets a lot of cold sores. So this is the one oil that we blend with lavender, peppermint, and tea tree. So we would add 5 drops of each in a small roller bottle, and then just add some V6 oil to that. And then the moment my husband feels his lip making that tingling, knowing that a cold sore is on its way, he starts applying it. The sooner you apply it, the better. We've had times where he stopped that cold sore in its tracks and it didn't even develop any further, and it heals very, very quickly. So it's such a great oil to use on cold sores. Again, a beautiful blend with different singles in the oil. It's got clove, cinnamon bark, rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon, and together that makes this amazing oil. But I had to wonder where the name came from. So when you look deeper into how this blend was created, in the 1300s, there was a plague called the Black Plague, and it was mostly in Europe. And it actually, Europe lost about 1/3 of their population because of the Black Plague. So there was thieves, robbers that would actually rob the dead, rob the sick, and also the graves. And when they were finally captured, they were asked by the King of England, why did you not get sick? And they said, we rub essential oils on ourselves that came from ancient Egypt. So the recipe was in a museum in London, and Gary Young, our founder member, found it there, and he created the Thieves blend. It's got a trademark on, so always make sure that you buy the Young Living Thieves because of the potency of our oils and the therapeutic grade that's in our oils. Okay, so when to use it: with the onset of flu, during flu, sinus, when you've got sinus, bronchitis, pneumonia, cough, strep, sore throats, anything that you feel a discomfort's coming on and you really want to be proactive with getting better. So you would diffuse it next to your bed, diffuse it on your way to work, diffuse it during the day, diffuse, I can't say that enough. And then also you would also dilute it and apply it on the throat area, which is a great place where you feel those glands that are so swollen. So it's a great way to great place to apply it around the throat area. It will help to relieve the sore throat, sore ears, any of that, and at the same time do the work. Just remember, it's so important to dilute this oil very well because it's got clove and cinnamon bark in there, which are both very hot oils. So they might burn you. Not might burn you, they will burn you. So it's a very good idea to always dilute very well when working with thieves. And also you can apply it at the bottom of the feet, especially if you want to be to build the immune system. Really a great oil for that. So the last one we're going on to is Wild Haven. So I didn't really need Wild Haven during our holiday time because, I mean, holidays sometimes can be stressful, especially if family's been in one space for too long. But I really use this oil because I also struggle with the condition with the restless legs that I mentioned right in the beginning. So this is my #1 oil that I use, but I'll explain a bit more about that now. Wild Haven is in America is called Stress Away. So that's really the purpose of the oil, to help you to deal with stressful moments. So what I really love about this, the combination of oils, at the same time, it's really grounding, bringing you into the moment. So really helping you to calm the nervous system, but at the same time, it's also uplifting the mood. If I can just quickly stand still for 1 second on how it works, how does oil and our emotions work? So right here on the top of your head, you've got your olfactory bulbs. So the moment when you inhale oil, it picks up the aroma through the olfactory bulbs, which is the nerve cells. But the nerve cells, the olfactory bulbs runs on the exact same line as the amygdala. The amygdala is your part of your brain that works with your fight or flight, and it's directly connected with the adrenal glands. And right next to the amygdala is the hippocampus, which got to do with your memory and also where you can find emotions. So very interesting that the sense of smell is the only sense that can be found in the limbic system in the body. So that makes it really fascinating. And then that's how you can see how you can actually use the aroma of pure 100% essential oils that's got the seed to seal promise on it to help you with calming the body down, to really help you to combat stressful moments. So what's great about this is you can make your own roll-on. So you can really carry it with you every day. And while some of the oils, especially the copahiba, the lavender, the cedarwood, and the lime in it is really good to calm down the nervous system. The lime and vanilla, on the other hand, is also uplifting, like I said before. So you can just use it with you, carry it with you wherever you go. But how I would use it, especially also during holiday season, is when I do have to get myself ready for bedtime, I love to just take a bit of brown sugar and add some V6 oil with that, Young Living Carrier oil, and add my Wild Haven drops with that, just mix it and then rub it over my body, get rid of all those dead cells. It's, by the way, also very good for the skin. And then jump into a shower or jump into a bath and just really relax. Just get rid of that stress. So at the end of the day, this is really a go-to oil. But it also, for me, it's getting myself ready for sleep and really calm down my nervous system. So I think that's me. I hope I didn't go way over time. Thank you so much for this opportunity that I was able to share, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. Definitely, I'm sure all the ladies on this, well, actually, as part of the call tonight, is actually clapping because I mean we're learning a lot in the same breath. So everything that you're saying is not going unnoticed. I mean, a lot of people actually going to add this as part of their day-to-day routine, and I'm sure this will definitely assist them. So thank you so much for sharing your 5 personal favorite Young Living essential oil products, and I'm sure a lot of brand partners definitely want to get their hands on that. And then, without further ado, we have the last but not least, Desiree Laatz. So for some of you that don't know who Desiree Laatz is a mom of 3. She's a certified aromatherapist, and she loves the company, right? And when I say that she loves the company, she loves Young Living because of the products, obviously, and because of what it's done for her friends and for her family. So I'd like to welcome Desiree onto the call tonight. So Desi, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody, or would you definitely like to move on with your first product?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for having me on here. Thanks for the introduction, Gavin. I'm ready to just jump right into the products. So I'm going to just start from the top of my notes, and I've started with Mr. because I want to get this topic over and done with. I actually got Mr. for my husband. A couple of years back, he had a kidney operation, and he had some veins that was pressing over certain parts, and it put a lot of pressure on his kidneys, but then it also affects everything from there onwards. And so we've tried a couple of other products from Young Living that has had a massive impact on his kidneys and really helped him to heal throughout over the last couple of years. But we got Mr. specifically to help just with male hormones and with prostate. And so that was one of the reasons that we got this, and one of the ways that I use it. So I don't dilute this oil. It's already diluted a bit for you. So I'll just put a fitment roller over it, and I will literally just roll this over kind of like his pulse points and areas, just to help his hormonal balancing in that way. And so Mr. is a blend that has sage, fennel, lavender, myrtle, peppermint, and yarrow in. And the yarrow specifically is really great support for our hormones. So this blend, even though it was formulated for male hormones and to help regulate prostate function, it can also be used for women from age 30 to 45, ideally, when it comes to hormones. So there are tons of stories where it's really helped us with hot flashes and things like that. And so it's a great oil even for women. And then another reason of why I use this topically for my husband specifically is to help his liver as well. The oils in this blend is really a great support with helping the liver so that it properly detoxes and properly functions. And then it helps with the secretion of the progesterone and testosterone balancing within the body. So I really love this blend. It smells amazing. So when it's not really, it's one of the things we started using, and most of what I use from Young Living is because there's that health need for it. And so that's always my thing, is like, how can this benefit my health and help us as a natural alternative? And so we use this as that at some point it in helping him with that, it gets to where it sorts out the problem. He no longer needs this for medicinal purposes. He's doing so well. And so now what you do is we use this as a perfume for him. It's really great for men in a cologne, to turn it into a spray, or even keep it like this and just roll it on. And so that is how I use Mr. Yeah. Okay. So moving on from that and the husband support, I want to go to clove. And clove is one of the oils that you find in all of Young Living's in the Thieves blend. And I love that clove and cinnamon bark are two ones that I'll be talking about now. And they're both found in Thieves. And I love that when you go and look at clove and you look at cinnamon bark and what those two can offer, you can understand why Young Living would put it into thieves and just how it can help. Specifically, this is in the toothpaste and how it helps with oral health. This really helps with healing if you've got issues within your mouth and just an infection or just something that you're needing that extra support with. Clove is really excellent in using that way. So one of the ways of what I do with it is I'll take a little jar and I'll put organic coconut oil in here, and I'll add clove to that. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of oil pulling, but it's really great when the first thing you wake up in the morning is to pop a teaspoon of that, or a tablespoon depending, but into your mouth and just gargle that and move that around in your mouth for at least 20 minutes. So it's pretty long. So when you start getting up and you kind of slowly start your day, by the time you get to, okay, you got to start moving, it's been in your mouth for a while. And what that does is the coconut oil really helps, oil pulling really helps to pull toxins out. And it's a way of just a beautiful way of detoxing through your mouth. But then also adding the clove in there is a great support for dental care. And so I love that. And that's one of the main ways of how we use clove. The other way of how I use this oil specifically is in a roller. This is currently my little girl's roller because of teething. So this is really great. You can either take thieves or just clove, but you would dilute it a lot because like Minki said, it is a hot oil. So we would use this in a roller, and I'll roll this around her jawline, specifically during the night when she's fussy and I can see that there's some teeth coming out. So this is a really great way of how I also use that, is just to help with that. But clove, along with cinnamon, can help also with respiratory support. So it can help with several pathogens and stuff, and it also helps with fungi. I saw somebody comment on here how thieves has helped, and clove is also along that, where it can really just help sort some of the issues out in that way. It's such a great support. Like I said, it's great for teeth health. It's also really good for if you're struggling with parasites. So clove is something that you can also use to support you in that way. And then it's really amazing also at building the immune system up. I really love that it adds support to your immune system. So you can be using it in so many ways, from the cleaning products in thieves to the dental products to the sprays and all the things. This oil is in there for a reason, and it really has incredible benefits for us. And then something that I love about clove and cinnamon is that cockroaches do not like these two oils. And so when you have that happening in your house, just put it in a spray bottle or just put it on cotton balls and leave it in your cupboards and stuff. They really, really don't like clove and cinnamon. And so I'll jump into the next one, cinnamon bark. I have a dropper bottle that I'll add a carrier oil into, and I love putting cinnamon bark in there as a bit of an anointing oil. There's actually a recipe that Dr. Axe shares in one of his books that is an anointing oil blend, and this one is amazing. It's part of that, of adding it in there. And so that's one of the ways that I use it. I add it into a dropper bottle, and it's just great to just massage if you're just needing to, after a long day, kind of unwind a bit. If you're feeling a bit under the weather, it's so great to just go and lie down, just have it be rubbed into your back, onto your feet, and just really let it work within your body. This oil is amazing as well, like clove, just to help build the immune system up. And then it actually, by adding it to other essential oils, it enhances those oils, the ability and the things that they're doing. So if you're adding it to orange or to whatever other essential oil you're adding this to, it enhances those oils as well. So it's really great for just wellness overall, and just to support the body this way. With one of the things that's quite amazing to see when you go and look at Chinese medicines and ancient Chinese recipes, they used cinnamon a lot in almost all their stuff. It would be one of the things that pop in there, and you got to ask yourself why that's such a oil and a spice that's on their radar. I also love this oil because we tend to, within Young Living, there's a couple of products that can help with weight loss, and we as ladies often tend to want to go for that. And so this is one of the oils that also supports weight loss and also supports your sugar levels within the body. So it's a great one that we've used in the past with some weight loss challenges. And then I read this interesting thing from Dr. J.C. Lapraz, and he actually, from studies they've done, they found that the viral things tend to hover around the spine of the body. And so they would actually take cinnamon essential oil and rub that specifically on people's spine. And they saw massive breakthroughs with that. So whenever my kids are under the weather, I'm either using thieves or cinnamon and just adding that into a diluted oil and just applying that to our spine and our bottom of our feet. So this one is really amazing just for overall wellness. And then I'll jump into luscious lemon. So you guys, I have 3 kids, little ones, and I don't always have time to do massive, fancy, advanced DIYs. So I keep it very basic. I will get a very pure, basic soap that I can just melt. And then I love adding luscious lemon to this. It is, you can follow a recipe with how many drops. I just kind of add until it really smells great. I had a friend also give me some input of just what she was doing, how she's using luscious lemon and how she's making washing powder with it. It's literally just taking baking soda, baking it in the oven for an hour, half an hour, you mix it through, it turns it into a washing powder. Then you take your luscious lemon once it's cooled down and you just incorporate it into that, mix it all through and keep it into a glass jar. And that is your washing powder. And it smells amazing, you guys. This blend is really an amazing, amazing blend. I see the ingredients is showing over here. So ylang ylang, eucalyptus globulus, lemon myrtle, and spearmint. It smells amazing. I will take just pure glycerine soap, melt this, let it cool, add my luscious lemon, and then I put it into silicone molds and it sets into little shapes. And my kids love it. My kids are using this. This is what we wash with. And it's really great. I love this blend that you can use this for cleaning. I often diffuse this in my kitchen because it is amazing at helping with odors and just helps in the kitchen area, even in the bin, adding a few drops onto a cotton ball and popping that into the bin underneath the black bag. It's really amazing when it comes to just cleaning with this oil. It's also really good for your skin. So this blend, I know Young Living overseas also they've used this blend also in some hand soaps and some cleaning products. And it's really a great oil that's really great for the skin. And it has properties in it that helps the body relax and unwind with the ylang ylang in there as well. It just really is a good product to add to your cleaning things, to clean your home with and to wash with. And yeah, it is really an amazing oil, this one. I love this one. So yeah, that's it for me. And yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you so much for that, Daisy. I mean, I've got some good tips there, especially with the soap. So getting a neutral soap that you can actually melt down, and then obviously adding luscious lemon to it. So I'm pretty sure that must be aromatic for you, and you are definitely having a soak. And yeah, that's definitely therapeutic. So it's like having a spa. That's your own homemade spa. So thank you so much for that. Thank you to the 3 lovely ladies that joined us on tonight's call. So Desiree Laatz, thank you so much. Leazle Harker and Minki Heyns, thank you so much. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And everybody on the call, I'm sure you're all excited about that. You can't wait to actually use these tips. And I'm sure it will definitely make a change. And I'm sure that you're ready to make a shift. So on that note, we do have events for the month of January. So for those of you that would like to attend an event, well, can I say in January, we have the 2024 kickoff event, which is a Make a Shift event. It is happening in 2 cities at the same time. One is at Cape Town, which is at the J&J Conference Center. The address is on screen, and that is from 9 to 12. And then at that same time slot, it will be happening in Johannesburg at the Young Living headquarters. For those of you that would like to attend, tickets are going fast and they will be available. Well, they are available for 200 Rand, and this is until the 19th of January. So definitely get your hands on this. I'm sure everybody can't wait to actually attend this event. It will be worth your time. It will be worthwhile. So we can't wait to see you there. And then I'm sure we have a bit of a surprise video for everybody that we've shared on our January launch call. So I will share this video with everybody as well.
Just when you think the season of giving is over, we at Young Living's got one more thing up our sleeves. So let's take a look what's inside the box. %40 30%, 20%, 50%. What's our show thoughts? Because you do not want to miss this. Just when you think the season of giving is over.
Okay, and that is Norman that definitely will be telling us exactly what's happening, but definitely keep an eye out for our socials. He had a bit of a tongue twister at the end. So again, thank you so much to you lovely ladies for tonight. I will end tonight's call with a lovely quote that you can read on screen. So it says, be like a tree. So stay grounded, connect with your roots, turn over a new leaf, bend before you break, and enjoy your unique natural beauty. But most of all, keep growing. So thank you again so much for attending. I hope you've learned as much as I have, and I can't wait to see you at our next event. So thank you so much again. And from me, good night.
Good night.
Cheers, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.